In a world built on dreams and fame, Katy Perry believed she was about to make history. But today, she stands broken, betrayed, and humiliated, pointing the finger at one man, Jeff Bezos, the tech titan who promised her a place among the stars, only to drag her back down into a nightmare she never saw coming. Katy Perry has revealed the shocking truth behind her so-called space trip, and it's far worse than anyone imagined. According to Perry, Jeff Bezos personally convinced her to fake a space journey, promising that the stunt would immortalize her as a global icon. He painted a picture so grand that even the most careful star would have been tempted. He told her that audiences would worship her bravery, that brands would fight for her, that the entire world would see her as a fearless trailblazer. For Perry, whose music career had started to slow after years at the top, it seemed like a once-in-a-lifetime chance to shine brighter than ever. But what was promised as a golden opportunity quickly spiraled into a public disaster. Perry claims she was pushed into an elaborate lie, a staged rocket launch, fake footage, scripted interviews, even a carefully curated astronaut story to sell to the media. Every step of the process was managed by Bezos' inner circle. Every word she spoke was written for her. Every appearance was a performance in a show she didn't even realize she was starring in. At first, it worked. Social media exploded. News outlets flooded their pages with glowing headlines. She was called brave, inspiring, a true pioneer. Katy Perry, the pop princess who touched the stars. It was everything Bezos had promised and more. But fairy tales don't last forever. Sharp-eyed fans and skeptics started noticing strange details. There were no official NASA partnerships, no astronaut training logs, no flight records. The footage itself looked wrong, too staged, too clean. Within days, whispers of doubt became full-blown accusations. Was Katy Perry lying? Had she really gone to space? Or was it all one giant scam? Panic set in. Perry says she begged Jeff Bezos to help her, to step forward, to admit the truth alongside her, but instead he disappeared silent, untouchable. He left her alone to face the storm. The public backlash was brutal. Once adoring fans turned against her overnight. Memes flooded the internet mocking her fake journey. Her concert ticket sales plummeted, sponsorships evaporated, even longtime allies in the music world distanced themselves, terrified of being caught in the fallout. Katy Perry wasn't seen as a hero anymore. She was branded a liar, a fraud, a sellout. Behind closed doors, Perry was in pieces. Friends close to her describe her as devastated, crying for hours, unable to understand how it all collapsed so quickly. She had trusted Bezos. She had believed the dream he sold her, and now that trust had destroyed everything she had built. For nearly 2 decades, Perry had crafted a career on hard work, catchy anthems, and an infectious spirit. She had survived music industry battles, personal heartbreaks, and public scrutiny, but nothing had prepared her for this. This wasn't a mistake. It was a setup, a betrayal at the highest level. While Katie's career crumbled, Bezos moved forward without a scratch. Business as usual, no comment, no apology, no acknowledgement of the part he played in the downfall of one of pop music's biggest stars. Insiders reveal that Bezos' team even tried to cover the tracks Kairos dormi de Leorabard Bitini Drobaing Payura Carter Records is silencing employees and using powerful legal teams to keep the full truth from ever coming out. Former contractors were reportedly threatened with lawsuits if they spoke, files were destroyed, and Perry, once their proud centerpiece, was shoved into the shadows to take the fall alone. Perry's emotional outburst behind the scenes paints a heartbreaking picture. She described feeling used like a pawn in a billionaire's twisted game. She trusted the wrong person, she believed the wrong promise, and now she faces the ruin of everything she worked for. Today, Katy Perry stands at a crossroads. One path leads to silence, accepting the disgrace, disappearing from the public eye, and letting the world believe the worst. The other path leads to war, fighting back, dragging Bezos into the light, exposing the lies for all to see. Early signs show that Perry is leaning toward the fight. Legal documents are reportedly being prepared. Her team is gathering evidence, depositions, contracts, emails. If she moves forward, it could explode into one of the most devastating celebrity lawsuits of the decade. Chapter on Persever ki chapter story. Versus Jeff Bezos, the stakes couldn't be higher. For Perry, it's not just about money, it's about pride, about reputation, about survival. Industry veterans are already whispering that even if she wins, the scars may never heal. Some damage can't be undone, the betrayal cut too deep, the mockery too loud, the fall from grace too public. Her story is now a cautionary tale. No matter how bright you shine, trusting the wrong hand can pull you straight into darkness. Meanwhile, Bezos remains silent, powerful, protected, moving forward with his space projects, business ventures, and celebrity endorsements as if nothing ever happened. But the whispers around him are getting louder. People are asking harder questions. His reputation, already stained with accusations of ruthlessness and manipulation, is taking yet another hit. Did he really exploit Katy Perry's dreams just to push his own brand higher? Was she just a pawn in a bigger, colder marketing plan? Did he ever care about the damage he was causing? The silence says more than any statement ever could, and now Katy Perry is left standing in the ruins of her once glittering empire, trying to rebuild from the ashes. She isn't just fighting for her career, she's fighting for the truth, for her voice, for the millions who once believed in her. It's a brutal, messy, painful battle. But if anyone knows how to turn heartbreak into fire, it's Katy Perry, and this time, she's not singing about teenage dreams, she's fighting for her life. But the damage isn't just to her music, it's personal, deep, lasting. Katy has reportedly cut ties with several industry figures she once called friends, people who vanished the moment the scandal hit, people who smiled in photos, praised her talent, and then turned their backs the second her name became toxic. "It's like I died," she reportedly told one close friend. "I'm still here, but no one sees me the same." Behind the scenes, her mental health has taken a hit. She's withdrawn from public events, canceled red carpet appearances, stopped sharing her life online. For someone who built her career on connection, it's a haunting silence. And still, no response from Bezos. Not a word, not even a carefully crafted PR statement. The man with rockets, empires, and algorithms has left a woman shattered and bleeding in the spotlight as if she were nothing more than a failed experiment. It's not just cruel, it's calculated. And fans are starting to wake up. The same people who mocked Perry are now asking the bigger questions. Why was she alone in this? Why didn't anyone step in? Why did a billionaire with unlimited resources push a celebrity into lying, then vanish when it all fell apart? The silence is no longer power, it's guilt. And while Perry is still struggling to rebuild, something inside her has changed. This isn't just about saving her reputation anymore. It's about sending a message to every powerful man who thinks they can control women behind the scenes, a message to every media puppet master who believes fame is a game, and a message to herself that no matter how far she's fallen, she still has a voice. She may have faked a space trip, but the fight she's in now, that's real, that's raw. And Katy Perry is just getting started.